For the moment, I think it's the only one that
That does
that's
it.
peculiar.
Imagine having these cards in full art and you can put them side by
Yeah,
side in completely.
Little Brothers have no an illustration. I hope that
PRB2.
yeah, the Three Brothers Bond, the event that search one Luffy, Sabo, or
Yeah.
Ace could have this illustration.
But what if because you have one character here, one there, another there, that is this is one card, two cards, three cards. You could have the babies from ST13 alt art with this illustration each one.
Oh,
And you put all
interesting.
the six cards full art side by side and you make the big picture.
Yeah, this is a thing that Pokemon do a very lot of times.
And Magic did in the Lord of the Rings set, that
Yeah.
expansions that they made premium for collectors with the big picture. It was very, very funny.
Yeah.
So, game start, fist bump, let's see.
So we have a 5 life leader versus a 4 life leader. Now see that ST14 start. Each other don't play nothing for his first turn, and I think. Oh, also second turn
Okay.
for Lorenzo is a null
Not
turn,
playing
but we see
anything,
a 9
keeping.
opening for Giacomo.
Okay, 9, 1 life taken. Okay, let's go. Two more done. Does the
Now
draw.
I think you can play a sabo to search something from your
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
deck and discard that you don't need. In
Yes,
fact,
there
sabo
it is.
appears.
There it is. Is going for the search.
Now see what the discard.
Is thinking. Is trying to choose. It's not always a good choice. Uh, but I think he is making a decision.
Mm,
Looks like it. Let's see. Yeah,
Tsuru and Elmepo.
yeah. Cost reduces. So this cost reduces a searcher and the no two cost reducers.
Yeah,
Minus
and
two
one
and
of them
minus
is
three.
a counter.
Yeah, of 2k. And the thing is just worried maybe about Moria, that it's on the end game. It doesn't need them now because now it comes smaller characters that it can remove. So maybe it was a wise choice. It was a possible choice maybe.
Now see a
Six.
start, an open by 6 from the leader, and
So we know already it might not have a change or an evolution
mm,
of the baby characters, because when it does, usually black yellow Luffy takes advantage of that change to attack with an enhanced leader.
of course, but now see the ramp. Luffy that discard from the life another one, and this is not a bad thing because you have already a 3 brother big one in your discard.
Yeah, yeah. You have that setup. You don't have to sacrifice that one from board, and you can bring him up with your leader's effect as soon as you get to 0 life. So let's see how it goes. We have a cost reduction, so Luffy is at 0, 6 cards, and Brook. Okay,
Ooh,
it got trashed.
he arrives immediately to remove the ramp Luffy and
Again, the brook that we talked earlier, it's getting is in his way and making some creating chaos here in these games, even against black. Um, so we have to be careful
yeah.
with this character.
Absolutely. Now we have 8 dons for BY, but there's no great solution for this moment. He need to remove some of his life, but we have a Sabo to kill this Sabo blocker of the opponents. The card from life is a Yori. Now see what is done with the last 3 dons. Open with an 8 and Also, Luffy ST14 takes another life. Sorry.
So now let's see. Now, if you had a baby character in your trash, it would be great to play a Moria, because you could pick up Yori, the baby, put them both in, use the effect of Yori to set up your life with what you want, and according to that baby that you put, and make a transformation, enhance your character, and you are just one life. And if you could do it with a another Luffy, ST13, you could wipe all the lives and use the effect of the leader.
True. Obviously, in this moment, Lorenzo want to check the opponent's life to try to build a good field for the latest turns of the game and try to find cool cards like the Isho, Kusan 10. We don't know what he have in his
his deck.
deck, but is crucial to have big boss on the field to play against a possible 9k leader. Sorry.
Yeah, he has to build. He has to build defense, and he has to build a good, strong attack. It's not easy. It's not easy to do both in the same way. So let's see how it goes. He's thinking, and he's at 9 done. Um, let's see what it does.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
just have to wait. We don't exactly know the lists, because the lists of ST14 change a lot.
True, true.
So we have a Tsuru,
Okay.
reducing the cost. So we have Sabo at 3 cost.
7.
Okay, we know what's coming, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely. He arrives. The big one of the engineers of this deck arrive now with his effect can destroy easily the Sabo and discard and draw one and continue
Yeah,
the amount.
he already did the draw, so he's discarding now. So it's a good way to shape the hand for your next turns.
Yeah, the good thing is Jack isn't a card that when you play it is impossible to remove for a deck like Luffy by just in the first turn. You need to try a swing on it when you have an 11k leader, but at the moment there's no the efficiency for doing a play like that. So you need to first of all remove the last 2 lives from his field and made something for approach a card dangerous like Jack and D Brook that is a CK character.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to think a lot. So, 2 cards more in hand. So, if there's a issue, he's in trouble. You put Flampe. Let's see if we can get rid of that other life. He's mixing up some dons, making counts.
Yeah, need another activator. We know that the deck have 3 in total. 2 very cheap costs, the Flampe and the Iori. We seen that one Iori go to
He's in the bottom, yeah.
yeah, and the other one is the Ramp Luffy, but 2 of them are in the graveyard at the moment, so he need to use almost 1 or 2 dawns to take the other lives and try to
The thing
resist
is,
this next.
I think that the thing is, he has a very thin trash.
Yeah,
That this is the moment where another Brook would make a big mess there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Now we have seen the third, the second, sorry, Flumpy. We see that 2 dawns are
Okay.
attached on the bottom of the leader.
And is trashing. Okay.
Ramp Luffy and Sabo blocker.
So he's doing the effects. And he can pay two more in a
Okay.
Sabo. Okay. We just have to think how many cards does he have in hand, because even though he is at 9
Yeah, yeah,
plus
a
2
very
11,
lot.
uh, his opponent has an 8k, 8 8k, yeah.
Discard
As
an
Jack,
issue, and the other one I don't know what is
uh,
the
it's 2 issue,
two issue. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, of course.
We have 2 there, okay. Puts the rest of the Dawn. 13
13k.
on check,
Yeah,
I guess, yeah. So
this is a problem if Lorenzo lose this jack
yeah, yeah, because it's a card that he wants to keep there.
and
Yeah,
go on in the graveyard is a very big attack on 8 just 8k. And this is now a difficult situation because there's two big character on the Giacomo's field, and you have Justice Brook. You need to rebuild it with something like the Jack. Now Aisho is a good solution, but is
yeah, but
enough to try to contrast the actual board of Giacomo.
yeah, yeah. Giacomo's board is very strong, and he was he, Lorenzo was here, and Giacomo was a little bit below, but then it reversed,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
but
yeah.
and with a
In
big,
just one turn.
yeah, with a big jump, because now Giacomo is it's very high, having a Sabo there, having the little Sabo there. Now it's time to start putting Morias and start cycling the game, even more that he's playing against black, so he wants that. He wants
Yeah.
to put Moria, to put baby Sabo rotating, attacking with Sabo maybe initially, to have some power, some swings going in, um, and then trashing him when he puts Moria, so he can pick it up with Sabo and have that protection again, being able to do that again next turn. And the cycle begins. It's
Yeah, now the thing is, this cousin could be a good card against Luffy Bai, but if he continue the combo of Sabo, it becomes nothing.
worthless. Yeah,
Yes, yes, it became
it's
useless
worthless.
because it's just a
Ragazzi, messaggio numero
5k.
6, ho
Yeah.
fatto tecnicamente lo studio spuntini. I tavoli che useremo saranno in questa sezione dove sono
Okay,
programmato.
Brook and
I numeri che
Borsalino
vedete sono centri,
left the
su 1,
end.
su 2, questi saranno come se fosse il tavolo 1,
Okay.
2, 3 e così via. Il primo che
Just using
introduceremo
the
sono i bersaglio
effect.
numero 6.
Okay, this is nice move because your cousin for the turn is a 5 cost, so isn't simple to
To
destroy
reduce.
a card
Yeah.
like that with.
Yeah, but with an Ice Age, it's easily
Regole
reduced.
classiche,
Yeah.
quindi come tutti i tornei che abbiamo svolto in questi giorni,
So we
nostra
have again the
specialità, un
effect.
numero competitivo, quindi presumo che tutti voi
But
sapete le
it's
regole,
true that he have played
si
Sabo, so
corrono la carta
is
della mano e
immunized in
usate la carta
all
Giacomo.
cases.
Yeah. So trash the Sabo. Put the Sabo. 8.
And I think
Okay.
arrived
There is the cycle.
the Thriller Bark Lord.
So it trashed. So it's starting.
Okay, let's see what he discard from his hand.
Yeah.
He has a very huge hand at the moment.
Yeah. It's like 8.
Okay, Jet Luffy and Rump Luffy.
Now he's moving well. He's moving well. I think we don't have Morias in the trash,
No,
So it's quite a good thing for Giacomo. It means that he can still draw them. Um, so he will start swinging.
Yeah, and, in fact, he start with a simple 6 on the opponent's leader. Now see how Lorenzo tried to
Responded, yeah.
counter, yeah, or answer. You have already three lives, but the number of attack that the next turn can arise is very big, and you have a 9, an 8, an 8, and if the
11.
yeah, and the
11, yeah.
11 with the leader.
We have 11 now, so 8, and now it goes for 11. So it's tricky. Maybe the Sabo will defend it.
Yeah, but is the moment to renounce at this Sabo? Isn't simple.
Yeah.
You haven't the same effect, the same moves for reborn it
And,
from the
yeah,
graveyard.
unless you have a Rebecca,
Yeah.
or you can get one, it's impossible to bring him back. But you have to spend a lot of Don. You have to spend 9 Don.
Yeah,
So bring a Sabo back.
just for defensive
Yeah,
solution.
measures. So he defended and he used a counter of with Rebecca. And it died anyway. Maybe we have a Moria coming in again.
Yeah,
I wouldn't make that move if I hadn't a Moria in hand to play.
no,
So
of course. This is to da dove? Ma è in mano? Perché allora, just a moment in
Yes, yes.
Italian. Allora, ragazzi, se voi avete visto carte che sono nella mano, vi ricordo che noi non possiamo dire niente a proposito, quindi una risposta del genere non possiamo in alcuna maniera fornirvela. Quindi noi praticamente commentiamo sulla base di quello che potrebbe essere presente in questo momento sul campo, e quindi vi chiedo scusa se non possiamo rispondere in questo frangente, ma non possiamo fare diversamente. They asked why there's
In English we can only comment the common known areas. We do not comment secret areas. Secret areas as deck and we cannot address.
Absolutely. So arrived the
Once
Moria
more,
that
2 languages.
yeah, again,
There it is, the Moria.
that you have mentioned with Rebecca that
It was trashed, yeah. That's the thing. I would.
interesting that he have a Perona in his
Yeah.
deck. The 4 cost isn't usual like a solution.
But he got a big unlucky with the draw of brand new, because he draw with brand new and nothing came up. Maybe he was looking for a Kuzan or a Borsellino.
Yeah,
I don't know.
This is the problem of deck that have a lot of tags. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
just navy. You have Thriller Bark, Dressrosa.
Navy.
I don't know.
I don't know if he has CP. I didn't saw. I think Brookie Straw Hat and
Roomba
Thriller Bark-
Pirates.
Roomba Pirates. Yeah, yeah.
I think it's just Roomba Pirates because if is a Straw
It's
Hat
not
is
formed
much
yet.
stronger than it is.
Yeah. He was not part of the crew yet.
Because they have sold.
Yeah.
Sanji
So-
doesn't appreciate.
Okay.
So now see the big turn of Luffy buy, because there's 2 8k. The Moria two Sabo that can attack if he have the second Moria to reburn it with the baby Sabo,
Yeah.
and he have again two walls that never KO'd by
Ragazzi, se
effect.
sei potete iniziare.
Yeah, that would be the safest way. I don't know if he has any. I think no, but we never know because he has a Rocket Luffy there, but I think he does not have any baby Luffy. He just have
No,
the
I think
babies.
it's no.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
because I've
yes,
reborn
yes.
the first time
He
a
put it.
ramp Luffy.
He put it in. That's what I would do. If I would play here, I would go with a second Moria. I would attack with everything first. I would go with the second Moria, and I would replace Savo, Savo, and the Luffy.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Not
Now,
in this, not in this, and I would reborn Sabo in the last to protect everyone
now open this turn with
with an
an
attack.
8k.
I think it does not need to do anything more than attack. Because he has one blocker, two cards in life, and like two, four, five cards in hand.
Yeah, I think five.
Yeah.
And we see that a lot of 2k combo cards have left for reduce
Suru, yeah. Suru got out. Uh, another ones. Yeah. So
just one life in life part
let's
of
see.
the.
Let's see how it does. So now it would be safe to attack with like 3 Dawn on Sabo and go for 9. That's what I would do. I would escalate slowly. If he took an 8, let's see if he
Sure.
can. If it took a 9,
Yeah,
or
open
go
with
with.
an already 8, another 8, sorry. Let's
I think
see.
he's thinking on something similar to what we are doing, but in a safest way, or trying to keep Dawn for some play.
Okay,
Okay,
it counter it. Because remember that Luffy in
Is
this
6.
moment is a 6.
Yeah.
He control Moria is an 8 cost, so for this turn Luffy is a 6.
Okay. He trashed. He's pulling the lives. Okay.
Interesting, because he will try to see if that Rebecca will be used for a block, but now it disappear, and he can put a big character also on the field. Now goes for 8 again with Sabo and 2 of the remaining dons.
Yeah, I think the 8 it's a safe solution because you got 8, he took a life, you got 8 again, and he defended with the 3k. Now you got 8 again, he defended again. So now he's taking.
Now we have a big strike
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
win the game. So I think this Luffy buy have, as you are told, this jump that improve his
Yeah, he
game.
improved this game a lot. Yeah, yeah. That moment when he took out Jack, everything was controlled for BY Luffy.
Absolutely. Removing the jack, the game change in
lot.
extremely, and pass for the part of Luffy by. This is an incredible game that we see how Luffy by can resolve easily the situation different like. This case. So, in my opinion, I don't know if you agree with me, but Luffy Bai is the
It's
perfect
similar.
deck.
Yeah.
Is similar to Sakazuki. Have all to reburn, recreate, destroy, can draw a lot, have the a good amount to counter opposite attack. You have a
It
sword
always,
and shield because
yeah,
your
yeah.
leader is an NK if you use correctly your cards. So
Yeah,
it's
you
perfect.
get rid of your lives, but you just like put 4k plus in your leader, and that gives you a strong defense even though you don't have lives, or if you just have one or two that you put with your leader ability, and that is consistent and gives you some strength on your opponent's turn. Also, you have a lot of searches like a monkey
Yeah,
teacup or the three brothers bond.
8 searcher,
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot because 8,
eight
no,
searcher,
more, more.
12
12,
activator,
12 search.
12.
You have Sabo.
True.
That's 12 cards that can go and search and put cards in hand and shape your hand so you have exactly what you need and what you want to win the game.
And a card could have two effects instead just one, because we see the Sabo isn't just the drawer.
No,
He is
no.
a key card, but he's a blocker. He can respawn with
And
the
he
little
has
bro.
1k counter
Yeah,
also.
yeah, yeah. He's a very, very, very excellent.
Versatile, it's very versatile.
Yeah, yeah. This deck is the reason why at the moment Bandai doesn't limit a card like Moria, because if Moria was limited or banished from the game, this deck
Yeah,
disappear.
ST13 Luffy would go away. Lucci would go away. Uh, maybe I think those two would be gone.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have a lot of players invested in those games, in those
Absolutely. Yeah,
decks.
yeah, yeah.
You don't want to poke in the nests, in the wasp nest.
Absolutely, I'm agree with you. And the thing is, a deck like BY is incredible because used perfectly.
Both of them mulligan.
Ha vinto Luffy by. Yeah, yeah. Now
Just
see,
putting the results.
it's important now that Lorenzo have a second a second jack, because in the turn that he loses his
His
first
jack.
jack, he tried to build a solution that doesn't function.
No, no, no.
The Kuzan, yes, is a +1 in your end, but what he does in that game,
In that
nothing.
condition, did nothing. Yeah, because it's just swinging for 5k. Your leader, opponent's leader, has 9 or 7, almost always. So it's very difficult to go there. So we have an opening with a swing of 8k, and Lorenzo took it. Lorenzo is in 4th on turn. Let's see what he plays. As he has a big hand, they're just drawing and doing nothing. So we have
Oh,
3 Brook, and he has a Dawn on Luffy just to protect Brook, put him on 4 cost, and giving it an extra barrier of cost reduction.
the important thing is that Brook could nice when he tried to play cards like Ramp Luffy. You have a cleaner with this one, so it's important to have a card like this that can help you every turn to easily remove what.
Yeah, yeah. The thing about black decks, it's that you want removers and you want cost reducers, and you want to have them in a perfect balance.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not possible to have that, and that is not good when you cannot achieve that balance between one and the other.
Absolutely. Now we have a Sabo from the opponents that have discarded Kuzan and Three Brothers Bond, and now we have a 6 turn for Lorenzo.
He's at
Isn't
3
enough
life.
for
Yeah.
a jack, but he can easily do. Okay, this is the
Nico
Nico
Robin.
Robin from ST14. Is a tricky card. Not all the players of
Play it. Yeah.
ST14 players usually have in a deck, but is a card that can change the sort of a
It's
play.
a cost. If I'm not mistaken, it's a cost
Yeah,
reducer
yeah,
when
yeah,
attacking.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is a reduced for 4 the cost of a card.
It's like a Kuzan.
Yeah, but is much heavier because it's
Yeah.
a 6 cost and is a 6,000k.
Yeah. So it's gonna be if it's not removed, it's gonna be tough for black yellow. Yeah.
Now see the first searched cards for Giacomo. I think he would like to go for a baby one, Luffy
Yeah.
Jet instead.
Okay.
Reduced for 5, not for.
Ah,
Okay.
okay, okay, perfect. I remember
Grazie.
one costs less. Fantastic. Thank you so much. And the second
Search.
searcher.
So we search for a big one. Now let's see what the search brings.
Another
big
sub
one.
blocker.
So maybe he has enough baby ones in hand because he
I
has
think too.
a wide hand, uh, and that's what I would do. Or he found nothing. We don't know. Um,
Okay, now try a simple 5 swing. Let's see how Lorenzo tried to counter, or
how
it's
he
just.
responds, yeah, because there's been some attacks from. Okay.
And another one.
He's shaping his hand. That's what I feel he's doing. He's just drawing and trying to just get the things that he needs in there for uh, maybe next turn or the other, and to start putting the engine of
Okay,
Black Yellow Luffy playing. So we have a Kuzan and
and
a Luffy from
the
ST13.
ramp one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Lorenzo's turn is drawing. Now, the Giacomo cards are protected from Brook, so even though he has a Nico Robin that was good for cost reduction and Brook for killing, they cannot get KO'd by Brook's effect. And that was a very smart way of Giacomo to play the Sabos to protect his game.
Of course, it is crucial because when you see a Nico Robin and a Brook that can easily KO your
Work
cards,
together, yeah.
yeah, you need to immunize all again. So this is for Lorenzo a moment for improve the field with a Jack if it had in hands, or doing also a Sabo to
Shape the hand, protect your cards, and
in
get some
in
advantage.
chess games, one of the best strategies is to replicate the opponent's move. So why not play a sabo to immunize what you have and draw 2 cards, discard what you doesn't
Yeah,
deserve.
because you are seeing your opponent not having trashed any life yet. He does not took any life. You are at 3 lives. He has a big white board. You have a brook that you need for removal, and it's gonna be exposed. So you want to protect him
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because a Rocket Luffy or a Sabo could easily kill Brook, but not now.
No, of course.
Per chi fosse
We have
interessato,
seen
la
that
backlist edizione
Sabo
anche nel
discard
16,
Brook
via il
from
tramite
AB01
due
and
mouse e tastiere
the
con
Sanji
backlist.
from
Vi ricordo che
ST14.
dovete inviare una backlist valida per registrarvi. Potete poi sempre cambiare la backlist da qua all'inizio del torneo. Grazie.
They announce another side event for today. Just one already one is already done with 64 players and
Okay.
8.5 meta.
Okay, it's quite good, quite good. balancing and spicing things up.
Yeah. It's interesting what the players have.
Are doing,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So you have Nico Robin as a 7 cost, Brook as a 4 cost, and Luffy as a 6k power. Unfortunately, Sabo does not get anything.
Yeah. Now
It's just
is
the Straw Hat Pirates that get plus 1k.
now it's important to try to reduce the number of lives, but it isn't simple because at this moment you have an opponent that have a very terrible field that can easily remove what you have in board, because if you don't have another Sabo they can give go easily away. Is worse than a brook come from nothing and choose the first effect, and you have to have three cards on the bottom of your deck because you don't have so much. Yes, you have two cousins and two three brothers bond, if I don't if I remember well,
Yeah.
but at the moment I think
And
Lorenzo is a
I
little
think he has a Sabo there too.
Lorenzo in this moment is just a little bit higher than Giacomo.
Yeah, yeah.
He's in the control of the game.
Yeah, yeah. He needs to see what can he do, what he can do to keep there. That because it's not easy at this point of the game. It can easily turn to one side or the other, and we see it happening last turn. So let's see what Lorenzo does. He's going for 6.
Okay. The Shiji was used like a 2k combo card.
So let's see. Okay, Moria. Kuzan.
Okay.
That buys a card and can act as a cost reducer. And what will be the second? None. Great.
Yeah. Interesting, but there's a problem in this move. Your opponent have all the cards to remove easily what you have at the moment in your field, and remove that gecko could be a very good solution. Also the cousin, if you
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
can.
If you are scared of cost reducing and removal from your board, that would be the key card to take out. But also I think I would go for Moria because it's bigger.
Yeah, and can
It's-
be recuperated from the graveyard.
Yeah, and Kuzan, even though it gets you cost reduction and can take you out, if when you tap both Nico Robin and Brook for having their effect, they get exposed for Moria.
Yeah.
And the exposure for Moria, it's harder to defend than exposure for Kuzan. So we have to think on every context. So, okay,
Okay, Ice Sage on the Kuzan and is easily KO'd by a Brook attack. Do nothing but remove the cost reducer, and now a Sassy, another good card that when it played you can KO one of your cards and KO one of the opponents for a 9 cost with 9 Ks, so easily are removed the two
it was a
nasty card of the
yeah,
opponent.
it was very good because it took out both. It took out both and left nothing exposed.
Incredible. This is a very good
It was a
move
good
that
strategy.
is played at the moment. Giacomo have already 4 cards in his life and need a solution to because the risk is to becoming stomped by your opponent, because he's building a very aggressive field, and if you stay in this in this
this moment.
situation for a long time, isn't a good situation for you.
Yeah, yeah. because he's going to continue to put big bodies in there, big bodies in there. So he went for seven, and he took it.
Oh,
Issue. So it was very nice. Not so good that he took it, because now he has to discard 2 cards, and it's gonna be reduced at 4.
okay. The last. Okay. This is a thing that players do.
Let's go
They
randomly.
roll. Yeah, yeah. More random.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Rebecca and Sanji are the target of the effect of.
1K and no K.
Yeah, yeah. Rebecca, you can renounce at the Sanji, but Rebecca is a card
It's an
that
it's
you
yeah.
don't like to.
Yeah, unless you have a Gecko Moria in hand and you are sure to be playing him next turn, you won't throw away your Rebecca or use it to counter or discard it. So we just have to see what will they do. Because Lorenzo he has a comfortable board, but now he wants to take Isho out of there.
The problem is that Isho
How?
with Adona can reduce the cost of all the opponent's character by 3, and with a Luffy Rocket or a Sabo that can come out from the end to cough a card from the lives.
So we
And
are reducing the cost of Isho.
yeah,
It's now at 3. One down there.
so
Raising
this
leader power and character power.
need to see what is the destroyer of this combo.
Yeah.
Okay, 7. So I think
6,
coming.
it's a Brook. No?
Okay, another Nico.
Okay. 3. Brook.
Rook.
Nice one. Nice combo. I thought it was a Brook. A salt Brook
But
with a.
analyze one thing. Yeah, Lorenzo is playing very well, but no Jack coming in this game,
Not
and
yet.
isn't a good because it's just on the card that permits you to change the card in your hand is a card that can
Ship more your hand and
and at
give
the
you the
moment.
removal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you use more than one card for turn, so your hand is reducing. Your opponent haven't the combo, but you are just 2 lives.
Yeah. Even though he has a better board in the overall, I don't think how will it go. Because as soon as Black Yellow Luffy starts to get the babies and Moria, it's gonna get tough.
Yeah, this is a tricky situation because also Giacomo is playing wi- well with just all the lives in his
So
field,
to
but now do
Luffy,
a substitution with this Yori, goes for a Luffy, a baby one into the ramp, and he goes for his effect and reduce again the number of life, but this is a little sabo that can help so much if you have a Moria the next turn. But I think that for the moment you can do a lot more if to
and we cannot forget that Luffy leader is at 7 now.
yeah. Okay, put
It
the
is.
dice. And that's good because if you don't have to do more moves, you can assign a lot of Dawn on Garp and go for a good strike.
Yeah, he took out out all the lives. Now he has some still 5 done left. He can substitute Flampe or Monkey D Garp Uh,
Or
see
I
something
think it
else.
goes for okay.
An
I
event
think
is going for a baby to put there instead of Garp or Flampe, and then using the ability to gain some lives and be at 9k with two life with
yeah,
one life.
it goes for the Sabo from ST for 13.
Okay, it really depends on what he has.
Just two babies in the trash.
Yeah, not good. You're gonna be overcycling them. And maybe one is Luffy,
And the other one
is
is the Sabo.
Sabo. Maybe with the Sabo one you can work a little bit, so he has the effect. He's gonna trash Rocket Luffy, and you're gonna put Rocket Luffy and
The ramp
Ramp
one.
Luffy. Two Dons. Yeah. KO Brook. Okay, that makes sense. You're gonna KO the killer, and he's making room. Never forgetting that Monkey D. Luffy that's tapped, it's a life and not a character. And 11 life. It I assumed.
And the Sabo goes into graveyard.
So no blockers for Lorenzo.
And just three cards in hands.
Yeah, it really changed. It really changed
A
again.
little bit, but the difference is made by the missing jack.
The missing jack, yeah. If he gets a jack now, it will be
I
tough
think
for
it's too
Giacomo.
late for a jack in this moment. Because your opponent have the numbers to KO it easily. Your opponents have already done a combo. You have a life, have two blockers, so he is in iron both, and you have to. Improve
Work.
your field again. These two Nico Robins are good, okay, but with
Six to life with Sabo.
with nothing to try to defeat
Support
your
them, yeah.
opponent isn't simple. Okay, you renounce with a Sabo to
To protect
answer, yeah, to protect himself.
you. It's getting tough. It's getting tough. And you have another Sabo.
Okay,
a lot
goes
of-
for the second attack of Sabo and goes for life and take it.
Okay, 4 cards in hand now. 3 characters. 10 dons.
Yeah,
Let's see.
but I don't know how you can be a menace in this moment. I think the best play that you can do is Moria into value Moria with Rebecca for a counter for the next turn.
What he can do? He can attack with both his Nico Robin, reduce 2 cards. If he has a Moria, he can bring Brook, and
But no one's card that can easily KO the opponent's ones.
yeah,
So
just
it's a problem.
Brook. You have to attack with Nico Robin and still use the Brook.
The best way is a Lucci, if he had in his discard.
A Lucci would be perfect. A Lucci would be perfect.
But I don't think that he have in his graveyard.
No, I didn't saw any past game,
No.
nor this one. Maybe it's not. He has Navy. He cannot have Navy, Straw Hat, and CP. It's too much. It's too much.
A little bit.
And Filler Bark and Dressrosa.
Roomba Pirates.
Roomba Pirates. Having another type, it's
yeah,
it's-
this is a problem of a lot of
decks,
decks in One Piece.
Especially
Also
those-
Nami.
yeah. But Nami is a
It's a
little
little
bit.
bit different.
It's
Yes.
she's consistent with East Blue and Kuja
Yeah.
Pirate now. But there was a time that was very nonsense for
When
her.
impel down
Yeah,
parties inside the deck.
yeah.
Now is reduced by the impel downs all stars,
Yeah,
and I
cause,
think
'cause
nothing more.
yeah, nothing more. The other thing was Galaxy Wink.
Yeah.
No, no,
The buggy,
Deathwing.
Deathwing,
Galaxy Wink is red.
the buggy, the searcher for blue
Yeah,
impel
yeah,
down
yeah, yeah.
cards, the Dustbone one.
That's bone one. I think it was impelled down. Yeah.
I think nothing more because at the moment I think no other cards with impel down tag are played inside Nami.
Yeah. So this is getting pretty cornered for Lorenzo. Uh, I think it's very tricky for him to
Mm,
get it.
not a good situation.
Giacomo has too many cards in hand.
Yeah, his
Even
leader is 9. Is very big to try to.
to
Uh,
attack him, even though uh, okay, we have 10 to life, 10 to life. Okay, I'm wordless. I'm speechless now.
okay.
I would go 10 for Sabo.
Can easily.
Be put in life, I know, but
It's difficult now. This solution.
we cannot forget that even though Sabo got into, if it goes to
Sorry.
trash,
Il giocatore del 6-6
it's easily
si
put in
chiede
back
vedere
by
posizioni
a baby
per comprendere
Sabo.
le posizioni in tavola.
But
Vi
the
ricordo
thing
che questi
is,
cavi sono dallo
he didn't
101 al
play. He
107.
played one baby Sabo to the trash.
But in this moment, I don't see very well Lorenzo because there's a problem, and this problem is the leader that every turn became 9k.
It's what you said. It's very difficult, but I would take out uh, field. I would go for field,
Okay, let's see that.
especially when you are taking 6k attacks and eating, and they are eating. So I would go for Sabo.
Okay, Rebecca and Brooke combo to KO this Luffy. That is crucial because with this Luffy you can remove this life if you
Yeah,
have
and put
ready.
it back in.
And now you need something to remove this Luffy. If you have a baby Luffy, you are good now. But the problem is you don't have. You can play Moria with this type of play. Isn't simple, but Lorenzo have just one blocker that can be easily removed, and
Yep.
the other part is that he have only one life, just 3 cards in his hand. Now try to open
With the
the
6k.
fire with the 6k, and is used that Tsuru.
So 2 cards in hand. The best case scenario, 2k, so it gets to 10.
I can find
Yeah.
the little for the moment because with just 2 cards in hand, you have a 6 and a 5 based power cards in your field. So if you will swing for a 10, you are sure that your attack goes. But Rebecca stop you from a further little, And in
Yeah. Oh,
fact,
okay. Okay. We
it,
have Gecko Moria. Okay. And Baby Sabo.
yeah, so in this case, you can
Baby
remove
Sabo.
with the baby Luffy, the Luffy that remains in the field, and now goes for a leader effect. Reburn one of the Sabo. You can put one life card for just for a guard, for a barrier, and you can be aggressive now. Okay, is Rocket Luffy the card that remain in life, Giacomo's lives? Raymonize all the cards of the field of Giacomo. Go discarding an Ice Age and a
Monkey Garp.
Grandpa Garp.
Grandpa Garp. So
And now goes for
for
an 11.
11, we know that.
And Rebecca said goodbye to the field.
And he can still do a 6k attack with
Mm-mm-mm.
Sabo.
Okay, just one card with the draw phase, two cards in hand for Lorenzo.
3, 3.
Three, yeah, yeah, of course.
3 was 2, now yes.
No
3.
one is used.
So Giacomo is getting with a very strong board.
Mm-mm-mm.
In his turn he can have one 8k, one 9k, two 6 and one, because that if depending how he plays he can go up until
Isn't a good
13.
solution. Situation. Two blockers. The opponent's leader is 9. Have one life. I don't see a little spot for
No.
this turn. The only way to have a turn again to play is to try to do something like put a blocker on the field like Sabo, and another one that like Rebecca to have,
Another card in hand.
yeah, and try to stomp with your 9k characters like your Moria and your Stussy.
Yeah. Now 10k attack. It's easily defended, I guess. But you have the black yellow Luffy deck getting thinner. I'm curious about the number of cards in black yellow Luffy hand. I would say like
Think
6.
They are close to the overtime.
Okay, we have just 2 minutes until the regular time finished. Then we have 10 time of extra with the players have 5 turns to finish the game.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes. Because we had another 10k attack and another 2 cards. Okay. You have
Okay,
9K.
try again for a 9.
Okay, and I think Black Yellow Luffy's with few cards in hand.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Just
1k. It gets to 6. It gets to 10, sorry. 10.
leader's effect now is a 7 and goes for a Sabo.
Sabo. Okay. 2 cards. Five less.
Kusan and Borsalino. So, in the best ways, he had 2000 combo in his hand.
Yeah, he had Gecko Mori reduced, but not destroyed. I think with Sabo he was looking for an Ice Age to play there, because he still have... no, he didn't have active Dawn, so... Just to
Ah,
protect him from KO.
I don't know. The
8,
last life is taken. Now
10,
Sabo tried
Sabo.
to sabotage, but
Yeah,
nothing to do. Is too be
it got
the
very
last turn
strong.
is very good for Lorenzo, but isn't enough to try to stop the stomping of Luffy by.
I think the safest play was turns ago,
Yeah,
getting rid of the Savos because they were making damage with just the 6K without dons, without anything. They were causing trouble,
yeah,
and even though if they put it back in, they could not attack that turn. So it was a turn more safe for Lorenzo if he had put the Sabos out in the trash. Even though he had Moria and he played Moria and he could play Sabo again, but it would be one last turn without those attacks,
yeah.
and
Uh,
that would create a safest situation because every 6K attack he was getting him, and I think that was the final issue of the game.
Mm,